It's difficult. I mean, he's one of the most dynamic players in the league. He gets to the free throw line. He can really shoot the ball. He gets in the lane, creates for others and himself. So I mean, it's a challenge for sure.
Does he? Is he a little special to you because that's when you kind of broke into the rotation with this team? Remember that last February, I think it was. Noah got hurt. You started. You guarded him. Does that hold any extra significance for you?
No.
Okay.
Is he frustrating because of how good he is at getting to the line,
How good he is? What?
getting to the free throw line?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's like I said, it's tough to guard him. He shoots so many free throws a game. Um, it makes it that much more difficult, because you want to be physical in defense, but when you got a guy like that who's good, really good at creating fouls, you got to pretty much watch out for, them little tic-tac fouls, and he's really good at getting them, so it's just frustrating for sure.
He kind of holds the ball out in front of you, daring you too.
Yeah, I mean, that's the frustrating part. It's like you feel like it's right there, but as soon as you try to swipe at it, he's up with it and shooting, so you just got to be disciplined, and I mean, I think I've been around long enough to know that that's what he wants, so I try to just keep my hands up.
Do you get up more knowing that you're going to face a guy like him?
I
Is
mean,
it
yeah,
different?
absolutely. I mean, whenever you're playing against a guy like that, you kind of you get a little extra pump for it. But I think right now in the position that we're in, I think I think we're all pretty much juiced every night now.
Do you do a lot of film study on him, or
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's on everyone we play against, but especially when you got a guy like that who's just really good like that. You try to learn or study as much as you can and make it difficult for him.
like how much film study goes into like a game like tomorrow?
I mean, I think it starts today, just going home, watching film on downtime. And then tomorrow, we'll watch film as a team. And then pregame, everyone has their own film that they watch on guys that they'll be guarding and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's a lot. It's at least a few hours, going into it. So, I think we'll be ready for it.
You think he's evolved at all?
James?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think him playing the point is taking his game to a whole another level. I mean, because now he has the ball in his hands all game and surrounded by shooters, and it makes him that much tougher to guard because it's the help. You can't help as much because you got Ryan Anderson, Eric Gordon, and now Lou Williams all surrounding him, and then you got a big guy rolling to the paint. So I mean, it's tough. It's definitely tough. They've done a great job surrounding him with the right players, and it makes him that much harder to guard.
What do you think is the hardest thing about guarding in the NBA?
Hardest thing about guarding, period.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I mean, I think it takes a toll on you physically, but I think mentally, just being prepared, knowing what's coming and stuff like that. For me, I hate guarding guys running off screens. For everyone it's different, but for me, I hate guarding guys that
Just
run
'cause
off a
the
lot of
physical
screens because,
toll?
I mean, I guess some of that too, but it's just sometimes with big guys, it's hard to navigate those screens, and I mean, it's frustrating.
I would imagine one of the hardest things too is to do it every play.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Sometimes you want to take a play off, but you can't. It's not in this league.
How would you describe your defense this year? The job that you've done.
I feel like it's been up and down. At the end of the day, I had spurts where I play really well defensively. Sometimes I not so well, and then obviously got to try to stay out of foul trouble. But I feel like overall it's been pretty good. But I feel like I could have been better and could still get better.
Well, are you posting up more often? It seems like watching it anecdotally.
I try to post up a little more, yeah, just because it creates a problem most of the time, especially when guys switch. It creates a problem. So either post up trying to score or post up if they send someone else. I try to find an open guy. So just definitely, yeah.
Is that a read for you then, or is Terry calling it?
It's just a read and flow. I just set a pistol screen, see what they do, and if they switch, I usually just go to the post and try to create a problem. Or sometimes they'll call a post up for me, but most of it is just reads.
When you get a point guard on your back, what do you yell at Dame? Because I've seen you yell at him.
I mean, I honestly I don't know. I mean, it's in the flow of the game. Half of the time I don't know what I'm saying, so I don't know. But I know probably just calling for the ball.
You get his attention, though?
Yeah.
How do you feel like you're doing those? But you mentioned scoring and passing out. How do you feel like you're scoring these out?
I think I've done a pretty good job. just making plays. A couple times, I know I could remember a couple times I turned the ball over a few times, but for the most part, I think I did a couple. I think I've been doing pretty good.
Now, how much work goes into getting yourself ready for that? Because I think a lot of times people assume that you're tall and you have a short guy on you, so you can just go post him up. But it seems like it's a bit more difficult, particularly in terms of scoring.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you gotta first of all you gotta make the shot, then you gotta worry about the help defense and stuff like that. And it's like we play a lot of one-on-ones and stuff like that, so it prepares you for those situations for sure.
And then the other part of it, the passing out of it, kind of what's the benefit of that, and how do you kind of develop that rhythm? When I mean, you don't get a lot of post-ups, maybe one or
Right.
two a game. So
I mean, I just try to make the right play. No matter. I'm not a guy who's gonna just shoot it just because I feel like I haven't touched or haven't got a shot in this many possessions. But if the right play is to shoot it, I'm gonna shoot it. If the right play is to pass it, I'm gonna pass it.